All right, guys, my number one priority going into free agency in 2018, top priority, first player the Jets should go after. You might be thinking Kirk Cousins, get the quarterback, Le'Veon Bell, stud running back, Trumaine Johnson, that cornerback to play opposite Claiborne. The number one player the Jets should go after as soon as free agency kicks off is Ryan Jensen, center from Baltimore. Dude was ranked 9th overall center by Pro Football Focus. To put that in perspective, Wesley Johnson ranked 36th. There's 32 teams. Dude got paid to play worse than backups. If you look at how the guards played this past year, significantly worse than years past. I think if you get Ryan Jensen, you make him the staple of our offensive line. That automatically makes the guards better, and by extension, it makes the tackles better as well. Why does it make sense? As it stands right now, the Ravens are set to have $11 million in cap space. I'm sure there's cuts that they could make, but it takes around $8 million to sign your draft class alone. So with Jensen wanting to test the market and see what the best deal is, I don't believe the Ravens are going to have the money to re-sign him. So I think he is definitely going to be a free agent. There'll likely be competition for him. I think you're probably going to have to make him the highest paid center in order to get him. With that said, protecting your number one investment, which is your quarterback, I think it's an obvious move. I think it'll probably take around a 5-year deal, $50 million or so to get Jensen signed. The top center right now signed for 5 years. I think it was maybe $51 million. So somewhere in that wheelhouse, make him the highest paid center. I expect Kirk to wait a little bit on where he signs. Let teams kind of spend up some of their cap space. Teams will have a rough idea of what he's looking to get by that point, so teams will try to make their rosters look that much better while still allowing enough cap space to sign him before Kirk probably makes his decision. I think Maccagnan could probably tell Kirk Cousins, like, hey, our offensive line is pretty bad, but look at our center. We just upgraded. We got the best center on the market. Brian Winters was hurt since week 2, so having a healthy Winters plus, a stud center, it's going to be a lot better than it was last year. It gives us, the stability at offensive line in the event we don't get Cousins, so we can protect our new franchise quarterback that we either have to trade up for or we're sitting at 6 to pick. Having him there just makes a lot of sense. I do think it's possible to upgrade it in the draft, so if we do miss out on him, not a huge issue, but certainly would be the player I want to target first before any other player. Let me know what you think. Is that a sound theory? Do you think there's another player we should go after first? If there is, put it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. As always, go Jets.